Okay, welcome to the downtown offices of the New York State Assembly. I'm State Assembly Member Clyde Vanel of the 33rd Assembly District. I'm the chairman of the Corporations and Authorities Subcommittee on Infrastructure. Today, New York State policymakers stand together in the spirit of good governance, proactivity, and visionary leadership. New York State and the world is changing faster at a faster pace than ever before. We as policymakers must work to provide an environment that balances innovation, fair and open markets and opportunities to invest, and to work and build in our state. Almost 8 years ago in 2009, Bitcoin was created. Today, one unit is worth over $11,000. There are many other coins and currencies. In fact, there are Bitcoin ATMs all around New York City. There is such an ATM just one block away from my office in Queens. The United States IRS classifies holdings in cryptocurrencies as properties that are taxed as at capital gains. And nearly 4 years ago, our Governor Andrew Cuomo, had the vision to address cryptocurrencies. We were the first state in the nation to do so. The Department of Financial Services promulgated the BitLicense in 2014. New York State remains the financial capital of the world. We must, as lawmakers, be sure that we foster an environment for cutting-edge innovation while providing safe and responsible investment opportunities. We must also take advantage of the latest technologies such as blockchain technology, the type of encryption that cryptocurrencies rely on. New York State should take advantage of the blockchain technology in record keeping, information storage, and other uses yet to be unknown. We've submitted 4 bills that address cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Some of the bills address creating a commission to study the effects of cryptocurrencies, and the other bills address the uses of blockchain technology. Today we'll have a few of the Assembly members speak on the future of regulations with respect to cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. And we also have a professor from CUNY to describe and discuss cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Next, we'll have Assembly Member Ron Kim from Flushing.
Thank you. Thank you, Assemblyman Clyde Vanel. As a new member, I remember from the first moment he got to the chambers, he kept pushing us to do more with technology and cryptocurrency and all these other innovative solutions that have come to the forefront. So thank you for pushing us to where we are right now. But even as we introduce this legislation, the serious legislations, we are behind other nations on what they're doing with blockchain and what they're doing with cryptocurrency and other forms of technology. So we have a lot to do. We have a lot of work to do to keep up with innovation around the world. And blockchain is something that really excites me and what we can do in the next 10, 20, 30 years. This is a game changer for not only cryptocurrency, but all forms of information that flows through the internet. Imagine, 5 years from now that we can pick up a smartphone and register to vote and send health records in a safe measure that's instantaneously done where people can trust the information. That is what this type of technology will bring to local, state, and federal government, and New York must be at the forefront of this. So that's why I'm very excited to co-sponsor all these legislations, and there's a lot more work to be done. And I know that with Clyde and my colleagues and Professor Evans, we'll definitely get there step by step. Thank you.
Next, we have Assembly Member from Nassau County, Ed Rock.
Thank you, Clyde. I want to thank you for your leadership in this issue. And from day one in the Assembly, I know we've been talking about different types of technology-related issues, and this is one very important one. Not only because we follow in the news what's going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but also something more basic than that, and that's just fostering investment in New York State and making sure that our history as a financial capital in this country and in the world continues as we move forward in the years to come. So I'm happy to work with my colleagues to make sure that we have an environment that is fostering of technology, helping lead the way both in this country and in this world, and making sure that people that want to start businesses, grow businesses here, have the availability of using this technology in a way that's going to both foster investment in New York State and also create jobs in New York State. So thank you to Assemblymember Vanel for leading the way on this. And I look forward to, in the 2018 legislative session, pushing for these bills to move forward towards becoming law so that we can move New York State forward. Thank you.
Next, we have Assembly Member from the Bronx, Louis Selpulveda.
Thank you. From the first day that Assemblymember Vanel took office, he's been a staunch advocate for educating all of us in government, anyone who can get his sit down and converse with him about this, about the technology, blockchain and Bitcoin technology. And he is really passionate about it, and it's for a reason, and it's because this is the future. Now, we're looking now at investment portfolio managers who are looking at Bitcoin technology or Bitcoin investment as something in the future. And you know, one of the things that intrigued me about this is the fact that yes, we are far behind with other countries, but we have to catch up. But I look at this form of technology, Bitcoin investments and blockchain technology, as something that communities of color, communities that I represent, should start looking into and investing in. We normally, in traditional investment, our communities aren't as involved, and I think we have an opportunity here to make sure that our communities do not get left behind. You know, we have an immense opportunity for profit here. We have an immense opportunity to change the way economies of scale are happening, and this is a great four pieces of legislation that address those issues. Now, you see you have bipartisan support here. This is not a Republican issue, a Democrat issue. This is something that we can all come together so that we can provide more information to the state, so we can regulate the technology and Bitcoin, and we can certainly help individuals, governments, municipalities that can also invest in this form of technology. So I'm very proud to endorse and co-sponsor the four pieces of legislation, and look forward to working with the leader of this movement here in the Assembly, Clyde Vanel, so that we can bring this to our communities, educate our colleagues, and make sure that we do this the right way. Thank you.
Lastly, we have Professor Cory Evans from Baruch College that will discuss and explain what cryptocurrency is and blockchain technology.
Thank you very much, Assemblymember. It is very exciting to speak on this extremely important issue and this frontier of policy. I'm asked briefly just to define what blockchain is and also what cryptocurrency is, so I'll do my best to do that. A blockchain is any form of distributed ledger which securely records transactions in a public and verifiable and permanent way. That's what a blockchain is. And blockchains are used in cryptocurrency. That's a very important application of the technology. But they, in principle, can be used in a very wide range of different applications. Any form of application which involves the use of a ledger could, in principle, involve the use of a blockchain. It's just a type of ledger, and it's a very exciting type of ledger. Cryptocurrency, something slightly different. A cryptocurrency is any type of digital item which has, I guess, two features. First, it's used as a means of exchange in some way or other. And second, it uses cryptography in some way to affect the system or to implement the system. Bitcoin is a very famous example of cryptocurrency. That's an example of a cryptocurrency which uses the blockchain, and it uses that to sort of record the transactions that have taken place and to keep a public, verifiable, permanent record of these transactions. So this is a very exciting new set of technologies and a very exciting policy frontier, and I'm very excited to be advising and part of this project. So thank you.
So in conclusion, New York lawmakers are here to make sure that we create an environment that's open for innovation, that's ready to be able to explore blockchain technology, and that creates an environment that's exciting for for the future for all New Yorkers. We're happy to be the Empire State, and we're going to remain so even in this space. Thank you.